Being almost last, everything has been said except perhaps what I want to say. And one thing I want to say, people have talked about the jails, and she's going to get it. I can still pick up the things. She talked about the jails and people who've been in jail or who might get in jail. Well, I want you to know there was a Saratogan that kept me out of jail. In 1986, the Board of Supervisors, there were 4 sitting board members at that time, was found in contempt of court by Judge Avakian, who was a Superior Court judge. And the reason was that we were building a new jail downtown on Heading Street, and the judge decided we were not building it fast enough, the jails were overcrowded, and therefore we should put geodesic domes out at the jail farm in Milpitas. Well, we looked at that and we said, by the time that the environmental impact would be through the review, the new jail will be completed, and we will not do that. He immediately found us in contempt of court and to go to jail. So the powers that be started, of course, to try to keep us from jail. My friends, my loving friends, said, oh, we'll bring you a cake with a saw in it, you can get out. No one seemed to know that that judge was really wanting to put us in jail. They treated it as a joke, but it wasn't. We went through the appeal court. Judge Avakian did not like that answer, and he took it to the Supreme Court of California. And at the Supreme Court of California, because I was the supervisor of District 1, there is a criminal case there called Wilson versus the Superior Court of Santa Clara County. And the judge threw it out, and we won that. So I didn't go to jail. And therefore I could continue to serve as the Board of Supervisors. I want to talk a little bit in a different angle, and I have to have notes because I have stopped trying to give speeches. I think that's something for younger people to do and brighter minds than mine. But when I look around this room and I see women who have been leaders in politics, we've named a few here, Nancy and of course Liz and Emily from Saratoga and Julia Miller, and Mary Maven is here, Brenna Bolger is here, women who have been in the political world and served with men very admirably. And then there are the women who have been in the, shall we say, the charitable world, women like Marilyn Fox and Joan Hackworth. And then there's, of course, other people who have worked in the field in this valley to improve the valley as women who have worked in every field that I can think of and in the business world, in the nonprofit world, to improve this valley. You see, I'm a feminist. I firmly believe that every organization is better when a woman's on the board. And some of my strongest financial supporters have been men, so they've believed it too. And I'm expecting all the men in this room to understand that, because most of you probably have a wife at home or somebody who's telling you how to run your business and doing it very well. But what we are facing in this county is a lack of women when Liz Ness finishes that superb job she's been doing. Because there's an opportunity for us to continue with only one woman on the board or no women on the board. And that would be a shame, because you've heard of her talents, of what she can do. You know, she can go to the Children's Health Foundation, give a spreadsheet about finances, and all the nonprofit board sits there and listens to her because she knows what she's doing. She has patience and perseverance, and that's what we need in this county, particularly at these trying times. She has this right combination that we're always looking for in a perfect candidate.